Now let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever been so happy, so sure, so blessed in a moment, only to find out later that everything you were celebrating was built on a lie? Because what I'm about to tell you happened on the happiest day of my daughter's life. It turned into the day I realized I never really knew the man she was about to marry. My name is Grace, and I've seen a whole lot in this life. But nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared me for that day. My daughter, Kiara, she was my pride. Smart. Gentle. The kind of woman who loves deep, maybe a little too deep. And when she brought Marcus home, Lord, I thought my prayers had finally been answered. He was polite, educated, soft-spoken, looked you in your eye when he talked, called me ma'am. And these days, that alone feels like a miracle. He had a good job, said he worked in logistics, traveled a lot. Always had a reason to be out of town. And I remember thinking, I should have known then. But you know how it is when you want something to be right. You ignore the little things. Like how he never posted Kiara online. Said he liked to keep his private life private. Or how he couldn't name half his coworkers. Or how his stories didn't always line up the same way twice. But the biggest one? He rushed that wedding. 3 months, y'all. 3. She said yes without hesitation. Because she believed in love. Now let me paint this picture for you. It was a beautiful outdoor ceremony. White roses everywhere. Soft music playing. The sun hitting just right, like even heaven itself was giving its blessing. Kiara walked down that aisle, and I swear, I had to hold my breath. Because she looked like joy itself. And Marcus? He was standing there smiling, like he'd won the lottery. Looking back. Yeah. He had. The ceremony went perfect. Vows exchanged. Rings on fingers. Everybody clapping and crying. We moved into the reception. Laughter, music, food, all that good stuff. And then, something small happened. So small, most folks wouldn't even notice it. But I did. Because when you lived as long as I have, your spirit picks up on things. A man walked in. Didn't greet nobody. Didn't smile. Didn't even look like he belonged there. He was dressed nice, but not like a guest. More like someone trying to blend in. And I remember thinking, I should have known then. Because he wasn't there to celebrate. He was there for a reason. Now here's where it gets strange. He didn't stay long. Didn't eat. Didn't talk. He just walked over to the gift table. Placed something down. And left. Just like that. No one stopped him. No one questioned him. Except me. Because something in my spirit said, Grace, go look. So I waited a minute. Didn't want to cause a scene. Then I walked over to that gift table. Picked up that little item he left behind. It was a Polaroid photo. You know the kind, develops right there in your hand. And when that image came into focus, my whole body went cold. Because in that picture was Marcus. Standing at an altar. Wearing a suit. Smiling. Just like he was smiling that very day. But he wasn't standing next to my daughter. No. He was standing next to another woman. In a wedding dress. And at the bottom of that photo was a date. 3 months ago. 3 months ago. In a whole different state. Now tell me something. What would you do in that moment? Do you scream? Do you run to your daughter? Do you pretend you ain't seen nothing? Because all I could think was, my baby just said I do to a lie. And suddenly, Everything made sense. The traveling. The secrecy. The rushed wedding. I should have known then. The signs were all there. But I didn't want to see them. So I stood there, holding that photo, while the music kept playing, while my daughter kept smiling, while people kept celebrating a marriage that shouldn't even exist. And I had to make a choice. I walked straight up to Marcus. Didn't say a word at first. Just handed him the photo. And I watched his face. That smile? Gone. Just like that. His eyes got wide. His hand started shaking. And for the first time since I met him, he looked scared. Real scared. Kiara walked over. Concerned. Mama, what's going on? Anne. That was the hardest moment of my life. Because I had to decide. Do I protect her happiness? Or do I protect her truth? I turned that photo toward her. And I watched. As her whole world collapsed. She didn't scream. Didn't cry right away. She just stared. Like her soul was trying to catch up with reality. Then she looked at Marcus. And said one word. Explain. And you know what he did? He tried to lie. Said it was a misunderstanding. Said it wasn't what it looked like. But a wedding photo don't lie. Then the truth came out. He was already married. Had been. That business travel was him splitting time between two lives. Two women. Two marriages. One man living a lie. Kiara took off that ring right there. Didn't make a scene. Didn't beg. Didn't break down in front of everybody. She just walked away. Head high. Heart shattered. The music stopped. Guests started whispering. And Marcus? He slipped out, just like that stranger did. And to this day, we never saw him again. Now here's the part that still gives me chills. We never found out who left that photo. But whoever it was, they saved my daughter's life. So let me leave you why. Sometimes, God don't stop the storm. He just sends you a warning. Before it hits. And sometimes, the truth don't come wrapped in comfort. It comes in disruption. In pain. In a moment that changes everything. So I'll ask you again. If that photo had never been left on that table, would my daughter still be living inside that lie today? They crashed the wedding.